Hi, everyone. It's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. Today, I want to have a very brief conversation, and this conversation is aimed at Michael Mulgrew and Henry Garrido, and any union leader in the Municipal Labor Committee that still thinks a Medicare Advantage plan is better than traditional Medicare, because they would probably be the only people on earth that would say that other than the insurance company. So why are we saying this? Because Michael Mulgrew and Henry Garrido keep spreading the big lie that the plan that they created is better than traditional Medicare, which we know it's not. So let's kind of run that down again, because the union leaders are still, even after Michael walked away from this plan at the end of June, spreading misinformation, and you know how we hate that. So, one of the things he was asked to do was to sign a letter and enter it into the court case with an amicus into our litigation that he was walking away from the Medicare Advantage plan and no longer accepting it. He did that, but it wasn't accepted by the court because it was done improperly, and he has to go back and correct it. Only time will tell whether or not he will actually do that, and we are watching. The next thing is he keeps telling people that we, as the retirees, the litigants, are spreading misinformation regarding the court case, which is why he won't put an amicus in our case to take the position of the retirees. And what is he saying? Well, he says that our lawsuit claims many things that are untrue, including that we would be denied access to doctors, and that prior authorizations would prevent us access to care, and that we would also be subject to high out-of-pocket costs. Now let's break that down. Michael Honey, Medicare Advantage plans have a network. Traditional Medicare does not, which means almost 99% of doctors in America accept Medicare. Open arms, no problems, no questions asked. Aetna will not say the same thing. And unless you come back to me, Michael, and say, Aetna said, Marianne, that they will also, their plan is accepted in network by 99% of the doctors in America, we had nothing to talk about. Because what Aetna keeps repeating is that 88% of doctors, retirees, currently see are in the network. So let's break that down. 88% of doctors of about 186,000 Medicare eligible retirees. 88% of doctors, 186,000 retirees currently see are in the network. I'm sorry, Michael. There's like millions of people in America. Why is Aetna only saying that 88% of doctors we currently see, 88% of 186,000 retirees? That's not enough. Knowing that as you get older, you become more ill, you move to other areas, you need more doctors. And if those doctors are not in the network, you're SOL. So, right there, if Aetna can't say that 99% of doctors in America accept their plan, then we have nothing to talk about. They were also putting out some real fugazi facts like, well, another 8 to 10% said that they would accept the plan for, are known to accept plan for payment. Let's break that down. You originally, Michael, told everyone in the Municipal Labor Committee, including your RTC, that unless 90% of doctors were in the plan, over 90% of doctors were in the plan, you would not accept this plan. But you accepted it at an 88% number because Aetna came back to you with a known to accept line. What did they say? They said, oh, don't worry. Another 8 to 10% of the doctors were known to accept Medicare Advantage for payment at least once in the last 12 months. What kind of a BS statistic is that? Aetna actually has a plan that says to doctors, look, take this payment at least once. Try it. You'll like it. Take it. We'll cover your doctor, even out of network, at least once. So now you're making up your own statistic. The doctor, because they love you and they want to take care of you, you've been their patient for years, takes the plan for payment. once. And now all of a sudden they become part of a statistic that Aetna is using to say, no, 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 don't worry. They've accepted the plan for payment at least once in the last 12 months. It's not real, Michael. And then what happens? The doctor says, look, Marianne, I tried to take that plan once. You know, Aetna told me to do it, but I'm not doing it again. I take no Medicare Advantage plan. Sorry, love you. You either pay me or I'm out of here. I can't see you anymore. And that's what they're doing. Why has that become a problem? Because now you will have to pay that doctor up front in full to see that provider. Submit that receipt to Aetna for reimbursement. If Aetna chooses not to reimburse you, well, that's an out-of-pocket cost, Michael, and it's not covered in the maximum out-of-pocket cap. So right now, I've proven to you about a network being narrow. I've shown you about high out-of-pocket costs because that will add up, especially for people who have to see the doctor 2 and 3 times a week, like for physical therapy or OT. This happens as you get older. I know you're getting older, but you're not to the point where you have health issues where many of the retirees have. You don't even understand what we go through. Denials of prior authorization. Well, we're already seeing a spike of denials of prior authorization nationwide in Medicare Advantage. Why? Aetna's profits have been down for the third straight quarter in a row. They took a position after firing their CEO 2 months ago to say that their now motto was margins over members. I'll translate. It means profits over people. So this Medicare Advantage plan that you're trying to force us into to say, look, it's better than the ones that Joe Namath and JJ Walker are selling. No, sweetheart, it's the same plan. You're selling using a insurance salesman's talking points. It's not real. Your plan, Michael, isn't any different, which tells me you never read the contract. And the city is paying $15 per person per month in the last contract for them to temporarily suspend a chunk of prior authorizations, but still leaves the most needed services under prior auth: hospitalization, skilled nursing, and rehab, which maybe you at 55 might not need or 65 might not need, but those who are 75, 85, and 95 do. So you're still subjecting them. Now, the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan, which is the same plan that you put us in that currently the New York City Transit retirees have, they are experiencing the same problem. To the point where even one woman came to us for help because Aetna refused to give her an implanted defibrillator unless she wore one on a vest for 90 days. And then had an echo afterwards, they would reevaluate whether or not they would authorize it. She got stuck in the middle of Hurricane Beryl. She had no power. She couldn't charge her vest. Would you like me to continue? That is delays and denials of care. That is the Aetna plan that you're trying to force us on today. It is also the same Aetna contract as ours. So don't tell anyone that your plan is better, that would never have realized how great it is because we didn't allow it to come to fruition. Don't tell people it's about anxiety and nervousness and we just didn't want it because we're a bunch of hysterical, nervous, worrying people. No. We read the contract, Michael. It's over 10,000 pages. I encourage you to read it. Henry Garrido, Michael Mulgrew, any union in the Municipal Labor Committee, if you haven't read the contract and you're still forcing this on your people, saying it is a better plan than traditional Medicare, you all have issues. This is why retirees keep telling you. Now, let's make one last connection. We're on the eve of 9/11. Many of our 9/11 responders and survivors, because they're two different categories, because the Zdroga Act was put in place a caste system on the type of people who could get access to Zdroga through the 9/11 World Trade Center Health Program. Those that are considered survivors don't get paid for through Zdroga. They have to use their personal health insurance, which, if they are also a city retiree, means it's their city healthcare plan. You put someone who's a 9/11 survivor on Medicare Advantage, that means that they are going to have delays in access to care and they have a narrowed network of providers to get that care from. And because Medicare Advantage plans want to make a profit, then they will, of course, delay and deny you care and access to those tests and treatment that you need. We already know that because the World Trade Center program, which is currently run by MCA Sedgwick, is doing the exact same thing. MCA Managed Care Partners, who's one of their network providers, which is why we don't have a network in the MCA 9/11 World Trade Center program. Aetna's subsidiary. So I could tie this whole thing together for you. Do not put yourself in managed care. Your access to doctors and hospitals when you need them, and tests and treatment when you need it, should be the utmost importance to you. We, as retirees, earned it. It is up to our union leaders, former union leaders, to protect what we had. We stood up and defended our rights and the access to the benefits that we earned. Unfortunately, they didn't appreciate what we gave them. We do, and we know the difference, and we will continue to fight that all day long. For the United Federation of Teachers, I implore you, if you believe your plan is so much better, and I'm giving you an opportunity to prove it, Henry Garrido, Harry Nespoli, and any union leader, I make this challenge to you. Invite me to a meeting of the Municipal Labor Committee. I will be glad to come alone. I will sit with you in that room and have a wonderful conversation, and you're welcome to fire any question you want to me at all. Any question regarding the Medicare Advantage plan. I will bring my laptop with the contract, and I will be there to prove that you guys were all lied to and you're believing misinformation and regurgitating it. Our lives have value, and we believe yours do too. Whether or not you choose to accept that is a different story. But the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees is not going to allow you to diminish the health or the lives of the people who earned their health care and served this city for decades. The World Trade Center responders, we have their back as well. As I am not only in the New York City Health Program, I am also in the World Trade Center Health Program, and that program is failing us too. Remember your value. Stop negotiating down your health care. Stop passing on copays. Stop passing on narrowed networks. Stop including more prior authorizations into your GHI CBP plan. You have watered down your health care for decades for raises that today are still not enough. And then you lost the very one thing that you may never get back without having to pay for it, your health insurance. Have a great day, everyone.